this message is for readers altogether, like readers of energy, emotionally and psychologically comfortable with your power, comfortable with who you are. The type of message I thought I was going to be delivering, but however, I am always open to what God, the angels, have for me to say. Spirit is saying, open your eyes, open your heart, open your prophetic ear to hear. Hello everyone, this is Ashley. Welcome to the weekly word. So we're going to see what is happening for this week. I allow the divine spirit to utilize me to give divine inspirational messages, channel prophetic messages. We shall see what is going on in this energetic space. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4 divinely led, synchronicity, and angelic visitations. You can check out all of the decks listed down below, from my soul sisters decks to my decks. Okay, and from my new deck that's coming out really soon, we have I Am Spirit. Okay, so I feel like it's a lot of angelic energy that's happening. It's a lot of vulnerability, and the veil is thinned, and they are here to really answer questions. That's if you are open to hearing the answers. So you have to pray for, I hear specifically, pray for the intuitive ear. I'm gonna light up this other incense. The intuitive ear and the readiness to hear the message. So with the being ready to hear the message and being open to the message, that is very important, because you can get the message, but if you don't have the ear to hear it, then it's just going to go over your head. Signs and synchronicities have always been available to you. Then you may hear a lot of people talk about, when I started going through my awakening, I started seeing triple digit numbers. I started seeing 1111, 222, 444, all of these different angel numbers. But the thing is, they have always been there, but you just didn't have your eyes open to seeing those signs and synchronicities. So the divine spirit is saying, open your eyes, open your heart, open your prophetic ear to hear. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the Fool card upright. Some people have already had this gift where they could see and commune with angels. So I have to also explain this too, that we all have like a guardian angel, maybe even a team of guardian angels. And I hear that some may have their ancestors, like they have access to their ancestors, but they have somehow shut that door. Now, I've never been really one to really talk about ancestors. I've mentioned this before, but lately, especially for the divine feminine ancestors, they have been coming to me to share their story, to share their pain, and to help break a lot of those genetic chains through sharing in that experience with them. Another thing I have to mention, I feel like someone's ancestor has transitioned into an angel. And what I mean by that, it's almost like Enoch. Like Enoch was like a regular person, but he communed so heavily with angels that when he transitioned, he went to be what they call lesser Yahweh. He became like, if you can go look it up or whatever, to not to go into too much detail, but he went from being a regular person to being like not just an angel, but an angel above angels, if you will. So with someone's ancestor, it's like they joined the angel team, if you will. Like they're not just a regular spirit. I am spirit, like a regular spirit that has transitioned. They have angelic power, if you will. Give me a second. Someone could be connected to an angelic lineage, if you will. And this is foreign to me because, like, I do enjoy angels and angelology and all that stuff, but to really, this just seems foreign. This is just completely new. I'm gonna put it like that. As we have the Fool card here, so embarking on a new understanding of how the afterlife works. I feel like it's something dealing with the afterlife, and being able to see behind this veil on how this world operates. I mentioned before, I haven't posted it here, I posted on Instagram about 𝐕𝒂𝒂𝒕. I really was drawn to him for a while because of his study of angels, like all of the visions that he would have of them, and his experiences going through the different realms, almost like Enoch, if you will. And someone's ancestor has information for them. Okay, and they have a lot of information. It could even be someone unlikely, like it may even be an ancestor that when you knew of them, when you interacted with them, they weren't like spiritual, if you will. Seemed like a regular religious person, but when they transitioned over, it's like they had, like their heart was so willing and so pure when they were alive that helped to open them up when they transitioned. They said that the hearing is the last thing to go when someone transitions, like dies. That's the last thing to go. And it's something about that whole transition period that they had access to something. When they transitioned, it wasn't like a regular transition for people. Like it was just different. So we have all of its mental, miraculous healing, keep wise counsel, and angelic strengthening. God's messenger is also right here. I'm gonna put that right there because you know we need that. Okay. So you, whenever you're seeing this, you will have a deeper understanding of death for someone. As we have 8 here, it does deal with mental, but it deals with like a different, deeper understanding of the mental space. Now, this is not for everyone. Someone, they will either have they either had or will have a near-death experience. It's like some type of brush with death that will give them a different understanding of the transitioning stages. And this was not the type of message I thought I was going to be delivering, but however, I am always open to what God, the angels, have for me to say for the collective. So this person, whoever this resonates with, like you will soon or have a deeper understanding of the death process. And you will start to see different realms. You may even be a medium. Like you may even have medium gifts, or starting to get those type of gifts where you start to see things and start to hear things. So don't be afraid. Definitely, I hear carry protection. For some, they have a crucifix. Some may have, other spiritual trinkets or whatever empowers you. Okay. I'm just seeing. For others, it's confirmation of messages that you have received, confirmations of things that happened when you were younger. That was like, I know I've seen that, but you gave your mind a different excuse, or either adults or your parents gave you a different excuse, like, oh no, sweetie, maybe you just seen this, or maybe you just heard that, but you're definitely getting confirmation like, no, that was something else. So this synchronicity goes beyond just like the regular 11:11 type of synchronicity. For others, it's a psychic connection with another person. So it could be a twin flame. For others, it could be telepathy through the hidden, I hear. So that can come through different ways. Give me a second. With that hidden, it feels like the same person I was talking about before that has like a connection with the afterlife and seeing how the afterlife operates. The hidden could also mean like being able to spot people's spiritual gifts by looking at them. But it's not like, okay, that person, let's check it off. There's a list. Okay, so they have been seeing these number sequences. Let's check that off. Okay, so they have an interest in astrology. Okay, that must be one of their gifts. No, it's like somebody that can see. It's almost like if they had labels, like their guides are showing them labels around people, and that person has like this energy attached to them, that label attached to them. So this is their spiritual gift right here, a list of them. And then what's blocking that? And you, whoever this resonates with, will say, okay, well, this is what's blocking this person's spiritual gifts. And you could tell them, or you just start to see it. And then eventually this could possibly be like a pathway that you travel down. Some may already have been dabbling in spiritual practices, Reiki, study of crystals, you know, all that kind of stuff. I hear shake, maybe dealing with, I hear vegetation. So maybe getting on a vegan or doing fasting or something like that. It could be a myriad of different things. Sometimes it doesn't come through always like in detail, because like it could be so many different people that their energy is coming through, and then their energy that's attached to other energies. It's almost like a web. So it's very general. Some people can read plants, like literally read plants. Like I guess people call them tree huggers or something, or I don't know, intuitive gardening. It's like they can, a plant whisperer or something, a herbologist or something, where they can look at a plant and be like, okay, do this for your plant and they will thrive. They can put their hands in the soil and get information. It's like, it really feels like elemental. This could branch out into being able to commune with the earth altogether. So this is actually biblical. I have to, eventually one day I will get into the elements in the Bible and get into like the different practices that the high priest would use. And it's very subtle. You also have to study, like, not the King James version per se. You have to go like, you know, anyway, you got to go dig, because they would do a lot of these practices using the elements and stuff. But anyways, like this person could have a gift with elements and being able to manipulate the elements and read the elements. And the angels that are associated with these elements, because each angel is associated not just with the planet, but also associated with the herb. That's how initially, before we had modern medicine, pharmacia, it's the study of pairing like the astros with certain herbs that carry properties. That's why the Greek names are so long and so different, because they have attachments to like astrological movements, and they would use these astrological movements to know when to plant, when to bring it up. It's a form of farming, but it's a little different. So anyways, just to explain that, to give that, throw that out there, because it feels like a lot of people eventually will see this, and it's so many different messages. It's like people that overall, the messages you'll be able to read, whether it be people, whether it be in past life or with herbs, cosmic energy. This message is for readers altogether, like readers of energy. When I turn on the camera, I don't know what the message is going to be. I just give it. Angelic strengthening, keep wise counsel. So right now, you don't have to share. I'm going to share a couple different things, okay? So right now, if you're a baby in this, or you may be not as comfortable, you don't have to go out and share your spiritual experiences with other people, because depending on your group, they're not going to understand it. Maybe keeping a spiritual log or journal would be helpful. And you just, as you pray and seek guidance from your angels, that the information will come to you that will strengthen your intuition and your gifts pertaining to this. For others, I remember hearing this a long time ago. This guy, an Indian gentleman, he had a video and he was like, the reasons why you shouldn't share like your prophetic dreams and visions and encounters. And he was listing off the different reasons. One is like, yeah, some people could get jealous, but it's not more so that. It's that sometimes it's meant to be for you. Like, you could say something and people may not intuitively know because it was meant for you to know. And it made sense to you because you know what your guides show you. So it may not be meant for you with this keeping wise counsel. It may not be meant for you to share with your spiritual chat group, because not everybody's going to get it. You know, especially as we are in this age of Aquarius, the age of information, and so much information, that the information is meant for you to feed on and you to apply it to your life as you see fit, as your guides see fit. It's like if you are eating your food digests in your body a certain way, that another person can eat that same food and it may not work in their body the way how it works in your body. That's what this word is saying. I know it may be exciting, you know, sometimes to share, be like, oh my gosh, I just had this dream and it was, you know, so different. But it may just be for you. Yeah. Okay. I'm just seeing if the Spirit has anything else for me to say. Yeah, so this was definitely a different, once again, the Page of Cups. I started to pull this out, but I didn't. We have the Page of Cups, the Hangman, and the Ace of Cups. Spiritual maturity, okay? But you have to go through the phase of seeing things from a different standpoint. The Hangman is about seeing things from a different standpoint. Like everybody walks upright. So they're going to see everything a certain way. But if I'm turned on upside down on my head, I'm going to see things a different way. So life could be turned upside down. Your emotions, especially then with the cups, can be turned upside down. It's to give you a different perspective. But it's maturity as you go from the Page of Cups to the Ace of Cups. Spiritual maturity. Emotional maturity. Healing in a different way. This could be someone that heals from a traditional sense, like, oh, I got to go out. I got to go get this prescription. Now, once again, I'm not a doctor or anything like that. So, you know, take it how you take it. But anyways, like I may have to go, example, I got to go get an aspirin. I got a headache. Compared to, oh, let me use willow bark. Willow bark is the main ingredient in aspirin. I'll use it all natural and I will program it. And there you go. It's the same, it has the same effect, but it's better for my body. And it's from myself, you know, it's different way of how to get the same outcome or even a better outcome, because in aspirin, they add a lot of other things to it. So I definitely feel like someone is dealing with herbs in this situation. In holistic healing. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, holistic healing with this. A doctor, a physician, and even healing with the hands, laying on hands and using your angels. I even hear angel seals to heal. Speaking of which, yeah, you can check out our Patreon membership. Thank you guys. Thank you, Patreon members. Because like I do post a lot of things over there that I don't post over here, dealing with manifestation and the mystic arts and everything like that. Ooh, okay, let's see what this is. Something new, ooh, with the new dawn. Something new is coming through. A new you is emerging. It is more conducive to your spiritual self, your spiritual man, your spiritual body, your higher self. This is you downloading information from the higher realms and being completely comfortable with it. This is going from uncomfortable, the Page of Cups, to being comfortable and confident, emotionally and psychologically, comfortable with your power, comfortable with who you are. Okay, that could be from family to community, online communities, you know, being really comfortable and confident with who you really are, regardless of who has to say what. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed and you want to, make sure you do subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can receive notifications when we post new information here on FD 1111 Ministries. You can always check out our podcast, Fueling the Flame Podcast, on all major podcast platforms. If you're interested in personal services, you can find the link down below. The Ascended Bible Divine Guidance cards are currently sold out, but hopefully will be restocked by the first of the year. And the I Am That I Am Divine Oracle cards are coming hopefully later on this year. So keep an eye out for that. Patreon membership listed down below. You know, just check out the description box, and I will talk to you guys next week. Peace.